The Hatboro Horsham Education Foundation has been giving grants to Hatboro Horsham schools for over 20 years. The money that HHEF raises goes to support classroom and school-wide projects across the district. Whether it's guest speakers or equipment to help teachers, the Education Foundation has become a valuable resource to the Hatboro Horsham School District.
The grant brought us so much closer to having really state-of-the-art equipment here at Hallowell in order to connect with really anywhere in the world.
The toys that we need to get for these kids to get them that real-world experience, so when they graduate, they can go on to communication school and already have had that real-world application of what technology should and can feel and look like in high school. We couldn't do it without HHEF.
Some of last year's grants are being put to good use this year. 2 elementary schools used their grants for video conferencing to communicate with outside learning resources like NASA and the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. It was a great interactive approach to learning, using technology as a resource.
And back to minerals, you were bringing up some things about different minerals in different rocks.
Vinegar.
All right. Do you know? Calcite. All right. So calcite, and let me see if I remember where I put my calcite. This is some examples of the way calcite looks in its crystal form. But we do have different types of crystals. Okay, great. What else?
Taylor.
How long are the astronauts up in space when they're on the spaceship?
They're on the space station for about 6 months at a time. So when a mission launches, and those men and women live on the space station for 5 to 6 months. So it's a long time. Anybody have a family member in the military? Okay, and they have been deployed to either Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere overseas, and they've been gone for maybe 6 months to a year. Okay, it's kind of like that. I mean, the astronauts are being deployed into space, so they're away from their families, their wives, their husbands, and their kids for 6 months.
This year, what we're trying to do is expand our program, at least here at Hallowell, and throughout the district in the elementary schools to include content experts. And that was the one that we had today, and that was with NASA. It's really opened the doors for our students as far as leading them into some of those 21st century skills that we all know that they need, and that is, the collaboration, the communication. And you could see today a very interactive environment between NASA and our students. You can see that students were very well prepared, and they had some really great questions just right off the cuff, right off the top of their heads. And I was so proud of them. They did a wonderful job.
It was a lot of fun. We got to answer a bunch of questions, and we got to test our knowledge.
Well, I think it was really cool how we got to learn about more things about science, about the NASA, because once we really heard that our teacher, we were going to learn about NASA, we didn't really think we would know anything until we had that conference.
The Ed Foundation reaches out to our community, seeks different types of fundraising, and then use those funds to add to our program.
The Hatboro Horsham Education Foundation continues to play a major role in supporting the development of Hatboro Horsham School District students. HHEF will continue its commitment to fund programs in public school education to benefit the community and its students.